Hello guys, you're welcome to Coinspace. I am Austin. Ethereum is going to make new set of millionaires and billionaires in crypto in the next couple of months. This is as a result of the Ethereum merger, which is going to change the face of crypto entirely. This might make Ethereum soar much more higher than Bitcoin. Yes, it is possible. Now let's look at the merge. The merge. Soon, the current Ethereum mainnets will merge with the Beacon chain proof of stake system. This will mark the end of proof of work for Ethereum, which is the system that Ethereum has been using before, is the proof of work system, which consists of high energy consumption and the full transition to proof of stake. Now, proof of stake is going to reduce all that. Now, this sets the stage for future scaling upgrades, including sharding. The merge will reduce Ethereum's energy consumption by 99.95%. We all know that the energy consumption of Ethereum is way high. That's why sometimes the gas fees for Ethereum sometimes is high, even in the NFT world and even in the mining space. The energy consumption is high, which sometimes reduces the efficiency of the mining and also discourages mining to a measurable extent. Now let's see what the merger is actually all about in a little bit details before we go right back to see what is happening to Ethereum. The merge represents the joining of the existing execution layer of Ethereum, the mainnet we use today, yes, with its new proof of stake consensus layer, the Beacon chain. It eliminates the chain for energy intensive mining and instead secures the network using staked Ethereum. It is going to secure the network using staked Ethereum and no longer the energy intensive mining system that we're used to. A truly exciting step in realizing the Ethereum vision, more scalability, security, and sustainability. Now, this is going to be happening by September. Yeah, it's going to be happening by September. And right now, we're feeling the impact of the news because Ethereum already tested the system and it works very very well, and because of that investors are pushing into Ethereum, and not just into Ethereum, the entire crypto world joining to the fact that there has been a green light. Investors are taking risk even though the inflation is not out yet, although the feds are promising that they will continually keep pushing up the rates so as to curb inflation. But even at that, the fear and greed index tells us that investors are actually gaining confidence in the market. Now, if you check here, yesterday it was at 42 and today it is now at 46, almost at 50, almost at 50, which is like a goal for every investor. But if you followed my video, you're going to understand that in a couple of, like a few days ago, it was around here 31, 31, 32. Yes, around here 31, 32. And that was when the market was trying to pick up. When the market was trying to pick up. Well, I'm gonna leave the link to this fear and greed index on the description of this video below if you want to be assessing it, because as a trader you need to be assessing the fear and the greed index so as to know what the mind of investors are globally, so as to know when to go into the market or when to get out of the market. Now let's look at what is happening in the Ethereum space. Now, if we see what is happening see what is happening in the Ethereum space right now, you're going to understand that the news is actually affecting the market. The news of the merger and the testing and everything is affecting the merger, and we're definitely going to see a bigger push in September, and not just this particular push we're seeing here. But remember, this push we're seeing here is as a result of the August magic. Allow me to call it the August magic. If you followed my previous video, I said that in every August, statistically, if we should go by statistics and go over the chart, we're going to see that in every August, there is always a push. But we've done that in our previous video. So let's look at what is happening in the markets right now. Now, if you check, the level of confidence of the investors is up, like I said earlier. And if you look at the chart now for the past 4 days, it has been going up consecutively, and the market capitalization has also increased, and the market volume is also pushing. The 24-hour market volume is increasing. Yes, it is increasing. If you check the values and statistics, you're going to see that it is increasing. See, the current market volume right now is at 442 42,000. It is still trading. The market has not ended. The market still has a whole lot of hours before it ends, but it is still a good sign because it's definitely still going to push up much more than this. Now, today the market opened at 1,958 and is currently still trading. Its all-time high right now is 2,020, which I'm still hoping that it will beat and push much more than. Yes, I know for sure that it's going to push much more than that in a couple of hours. Yes, in a couple of hours it's going to push more than that. But the Ethereum market is doing pretty well right now, owing to the news and owing to some macro economic circumstance. Most importantly, the risk appetite of investors are actually pushing up the market right now. That you cannot take away from the market. But currently now, if Ethereum by any chance gets up to about 2,200, yeah, is definitely going to hit 2,600. If Ethereum by any chance gets up to 2,200, it's definitely going to hit 2,600. But for Ethereum crashing down, the likelihood is very, very, very low. It's high. I think it's much more low. Yes, you can say that because of in the face of the current economic situation, which is the inflation, the investors are still trying to boost up their risk appetite to actually push into the market. That is also a teller that the market is unlikely going to crash down because of the trend right now, and also the news of the merger is still going to push the Ethereum market upwards much more than it is right now. So if we go over each candlestick, you're going to see that there is always a push. If you check here on this particular candlestick right now, it's opened at 1,702 and closed at 1,853, and its high was 1,885 and low was 1,656, and up to the next day it went higher, up to the next day it went higher, and up to the next day it went higher. This is a good sign for trade. This is a good sign for the month of August. And for September, I tell you, is way going to surpass all this. But like you know, this is not a financial advice. I'm just a guy in his own space saying what he knows based on what he has studied. So if you want to trade, if you want to go into this particular Ethereum trade, kindly do your own research, and don't forget always dollar cost average, because it saves you from a lot of volatility in the market. If you find this content useful, kindly smash the like and the subscribe button. It does help me a whole lot. And don't forget, I am Austin and this is Coinspace. Thank you for sticking around.